Welcome on this tutorial. Wish all you are well. In last tutorial I have discussed about working of for loops with different examples. In this tutorial also I will discuss functions of for loop, how to write different programs using for loop. I will describe here two programs. One is how to find factorial of a number. In next program I will discuss how to check whether a number is a strong number or not. Also I will discuss how to find strong numbers from a range of numbers. Entering into the discussion, please subscribe. It is the only return from you to me. How to write program to find factorial of any number. What is factorial of any number? Say a number is 4. Now factorial of 4 is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Now how we will write the program? Here we need value of 4, 3, 2, 1 like this. Means the number whose factorial we want to get, that number will be decremented up to 1. For this operation I am using here for loop. See, for I is equal to n. What is the value of n? N is the number whose factorial I want to get. Say for example n is equal to 4 here. So I is equal to n, I greater or is equal to 1, this is the condition, I minus minus. Means I will be decremented up to the value of I is equal to 1. So I will get this 4, 3, 2, 1 like this. If n is 100, then I will get 100, 99, 98, 97 like this. Next, what is factorial? Factorial is 4 multiplied by 3. If we multiply these two numbers and if we store it into a particular variable, next I will be decremented and this stored value will be multiplied by this decremented value. Ultimately we will get say 24. Then I will be again decremented and this 24 will be multiplied by this one and ultimately we will get the value 24. So to operate this operation I have used here a variable which is f. In this variable I will put the value of this product, then that will be multiplied by the present value of I. When we will multiply it by this present value of I, the result will be again stored into the same variable f. So how this is working? Say I is the variable, the value of I is 4, 3, 2, 1 like this. Another variable is f. This will come from multiplication of previous value inside f and present value of I. See here, as this is the multiplication phenomena, so initial value of f should be always 1. Say I have used here f is equal to 1. If n is 4, initial value of I is 4. See here, I is equal to n, so I is equal to 4. What will happen? It will enter into the for body. It will multiply the value into the variable f and present value of I. So inside f it was 1 and present value of I is 4. So ultimately 4 into 1, 4 into 1, the value 4 will be stored into the variable f. So this 4 is the present value of f variable. Next I will be decremented, so value of I is 3. This 3 is greater or is equal to 1, it's true. So again this f is equal to f multiplied by I will be executed. What is the present value of f? Present value of f is now 4. What is present value of I? Present value of I is 3. So this will be stored into the variable f, that is 12. Next I will be decremented and the value of I is 2. Same thing will happen. What is the value of f? Which is 12, that is 4 into 3. that will be multiplied by present value of I. So this is I is 2, we will get 24. Next I will be decremented, that is 1. So what is the value into F? That is 24. 4 into 3 into 2, and present value of I, that will be 1. So ultimately we got 24. So when I is equal to 1, this is the last value. After that, this for loop will be bypassed. So what is the final result into the F? Final result into F is 24. This is the result of factorial 4. In place of 4, I may use any number to find factorial of that number. This printf and scanf instruction I have used to get the value from keyboard. Now running the program. If we enter the value 4, we should get 24, as the factorial of 4 is 24. Say 4, enter. Say factorial of 4 is 24. I may check with another value. Say factorial of 5 is 120. Now checking 5, enter. Say factorial of 5 is 120. So our program is running perfectly. Now explaining how to write a program to find whether a number is strong number or not. First we need to know what is strong number. If sum of factorials of individual digit of a given number is equal to that given number, then the number is a strong number. For example, say 145 is a number. The digits of this number are 1, 4 and 5. Now if we find the factorial of 1, factorial of 4 and factorial of 5, and if we add these three, whatever the result we will get, if this result is equal to the actual number, then the number is called strong number. See here, 145 is the number. Summation of factorial 1, factorial 4, factorial 5, ultimately we got 145. So 145 is a strong number. How to write program? This printf and scanf instruction, these two instructions are to get the number from the keyboard. This is the main part of the program. I am taking same example. Say our number is 145. How I will check it? I need to find factorial 1, I need to find factorial 4, I need to find factorial 5, then I need to add these three numbers, and ultimately we need to find the result. So for this case, I am considering two variables. One variable is n, this variable contains this number, and another variable is say sum. I will store summation of factorials into this sum variable. Now what I need to find individual digit of this number. What is the present value of n? Present value of n is say 1, 4, 5. Now I need to find the last digit of this number. How I can get that? I can get by using this instruction n modulo 10. Means if we divide this number by 10, what will be the remainder? The remainder will be only this 5. So taking that 5 into another variable which is r. So after this instruction r is equal to n modulo 10, what is the value of r? The value of r is 5. Now I need to find the factorial of this 5. Just previous example I have explained how to find the factorial. This three instruction, fact is equal to 1, for I is equal to r, I greater or is equal to 1, I minus minus, fact is equal to fact multiplied by I. These three instructions are to find the factorial of a particular number. What is that number? Here the number is 5. So another variable fact, where value of factorial of this 5 will be stored. What is the value of factorial 5? The factorial 5 is 120. Similar way, I need to find the factorial 4, factorial 1 and all will be added. So the instruction is sum is equal to sum plus factorial. Whose factorial I have calculated here? I have calculated factorial of 5. So factorial 5 will be added with initial value of sum, and that will be stored into the sum variable. As this is the summation, initial value of sum will be 0. So I have initialized the value of sum is equal to 0. Another thing, the value of n is 145, and this value of variable n will be changed in my program. So what I did here, I have stored this value into a temporary variable. Here temp is equal to n, means another variable which is temporary variable, and the value of the temporary variable is initial value of n. So value of temporary variable is 145. So after this sum is equal to sum plus fact, I got value of the variable sum is equal to sum plus fact, means previous value of sum will be added with the present value of fact, and ultimately that will be stored into the sum variable. What is the present value of fact? 120. What is the initial value of sum? That was 0. So ultimately the present value of sum is 120. So factorial 5 is over. Now we need to find factorial 4, factorial 1 by the same procedure. How we will get the digit 4? To get this digit 4, what we can do? We can eliminate the digit 5 and we can take the number 14 into n. How I can do it? I can divide the whole number by 10 and the result will be 14. So this is the easiest way. So see here, n is equal to n divided by 10, means n was 145, that is divided by 10. Ultimately I got the n is 14. Now our number is 14. This whole statement I have placed into a while expression. Now the value of n is 14, so n is greater than 0, so no doubt it will again execute the whole statement. What will happen? The same thing, to get only the digit 4, this 14 will be divided by 10 and ultimately the remainder 4 will come. So the value of r is now 4. So the factorial of 4 will be calculated by this 3 instruction. What will be the factorial of 4? Factorial of 4 will be 24. This factorial 4 will be summed with the previous value of sum. What is the previous value of sum? Previous value of sum was 120. So the present value now is 144 into the sum variable. Another digit I have left, that is I want 1. How I can get the value 1? Similarly, n will be divided by 10, means this 14 will be divided by 10 and the result I will get now, that is 1. It will check the while condition. N is greater than 0. Yes, 1 is greater than 0. So same thing will happen. What will be the value of r? R will be 1 modulo 10, means the remainder 1. So factorial of 1 will be calculated by these 3 instructions. What will be the factorial 1? This will be 1. By this instruction, this value will be added with the previous sum. What was previous sum? 144, and ultimate sum is 145. Now when this instruction will be executed, n is equal to n divided by 10, means 1 divided by 10. Now the result will be 0. So this 0 will not satisfy here, means 0 greater than 0 gives logic false. So the while loop will be terminated. So what is the value in some variable? The value in some variable is 145. means I got the value of summation of factorial 1, factorial 4 and factorial 5. Now what I need to compare this summation, means the value inside the sum, with the initial value. What was the initial given value? I have kept that initial given value inside this temp variable. So I can compare the value of this temp variable with the value of this sum variable. Here what I did, I have taken the value from this temp variable to this variable n by using this instruction. Say n is equal to temp, means value of n is now 1, 4, 5. Now I will compare the value of n with the value of sum. If this will be equal, then actual number which is inside the n variable is a strong number. If these two are not equal, actual number is not a strong number. So for comparing this, I have used this instruction. I have used if instruction. If n equal sum, means if value of n and value of sum is equal, then print the number is strong, otherwise the print number is not strong number. By this way, I can put any value from the keyboard and I can check whether the number is strong number or not. Now checking whether the program is working or not. Running the program, I am putting the value from the keyboard 145, enter. Say 145 is strong number. I am putting another number, say 210. Say 210 is not a strong number. So the program is running perfectly. Now if I want to find the strong numbers from a range of numbers, how we can do it? In this program I have used a single number and which I have kept into the variable n. Now the variable n will have a range of numbers. So I will use a for loop for n is equal to 1, n less or is equal to, say, another variable, that is limit highest number n plus plus. So as I have taken the variable limit, so the value which I will put from the keyboard, say that will enter into the variable limit. So I need to specify the data type of limit also. Say limit is again integer type of data. Next, these two initialization I need to keep inside this for loop. So I will put this here because these are also needed for a particular value of n. Next, it is better to omit this else statement because I want to print only the strong numbers. Probably this is okay. Now I am running the program. Say here, enter the number. So I am entering the number, that is the highest value, that is the limit value. The program will check 1 to that limit value. Say the limit value I am taking here as 10,000. So the program will check from 1 to 10,000 and it will print the strong numbers. Enter. See, 1 is the strong number, 2 is the strong number, 145 is the strong number. I am running the program with a higher range, say 1 lakh. Say which are the strong numbers between 1 to 1 lakh. Enter. Say 1 is a strong number, 2 is a strong number, 145 is a strong number, 40585 is another strong number. So our program is running perfectly. Throughout the discussion, I have tried to explain how for loop works. I have discussed with two programs. I believe if you follow the programs, then you will be able to write any type of programs by using for loop. Please subscribe, put your comments and queries in comment section.